I'm going to show you how to download and use the Tech app. First thing we want to do is go to a website. So we'll use Chrome or Safari, whatever you like to use. And we're going to go to protrackersystems.com. So this is protrackersystem.com. This is what you'll see. Then you'll want to click the three horizontal lines. This is called the menu burger. Click that. Brings up another set of menus. We're going to go down to download mobile apps. So we have two mobile apps, the Time Clock mobile app and the Tech app mobile app, just those two. We're after the Tech app. The Time Clock, you have to be a supervisor on a job site to be able to download and use those apps. The Tech app is for everyone in the company. So whether you're iOS or Android, choose the one you want. I'm going to click iOS. I'm going to click it, and it says that it wants to install. I'll say install. Now, nothing's happening on this screen right now, but it is happening back on the home screen. So I'm going to click the home button. And now I can see it installing right there. So once it finishes installing, I'm going to click that icon. If it's a square like this, it means it's the Tech app. If it's round, it means it's the Time Clock. So this is the Tech app. I'll click it, and it's going to say that this application has not been trusted yet. Apple doesn't recognize it. It's not trusting it. No problem. We'll go through a very simple trusting process. So at this point, I'll click cancel. Then I'm going to click the setup icon right there. And I'm going to scroll down until I get to general right there. Then I'm going to scroll down until I see device management, which is right here. And what I'm doing right now, this is just a one-time setup. You won't have to do this again, just a one-time setup to let Apple or Android know that it's okay to install from Facility Solutions Group. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to click that again. And then I'm going to click Trust Facility Solutions Group. Are you sure? Yep. Let's trust it. It is now trusted. So I'm going to hit my home button again. So now when I click the Tech app icon, the Tech app splash screen appears, opens up to this screen, and you'll notice at the bottom that there are three buttons: login, register, and cancel. They're all grayed out, which means they're not operative at this point. So it's waiting to see what you're going to key in. If you are a user, you've already set this up, then when you key in your employee number, the login button will light up. So let's see what happens. At this point, I'm going to key in this person who has not registered yet. So I'm going to key in the employee number A3XU. Then I'm going to click the verify button. All this is doing is verifying that this employee number is associated with one of the FSG companies. So it says verified, it found it. Now the company button is going to display for every company that employee number is tied to. You know, if you're loaned out to a different company at FSG, you may be at two companies, you may see two of them. So let's go ahead and click the company button, see what we have. So there's Albuquerque, that's the one we want. I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to click the done button, and you'll notice at the bottom that it says register. It says registration not found for this company, click register. So it's walking you through it. So all I have to do now is click that button. It's going to allow me to register my Tech app. Register just means I'm going to set up a password and provide a phone number, a cell phone number. So my password, I'll just key in anything I want. Then I'll confirm it. And then I'm going to enter a phone number and click done. So now you notice that at the bottom, the save and login button has turned blue, which means it's active. It also explains here, your phone number will only be used by a Protracker to send notifications and text messages to and from your company. That's all we're going to do with this phone number. So let's click save and log in. Now I'm in Tech app, which is tied to coins. And this is my timesheet because this is a first time use. There is no timesheet yet. If you had been scanning in to job sites through one of the ProTracker time clocks, your records would show up here. You could see exactly what is being charged for you. Okay, so what I want to do now is clock in. And I'm looking down here at my buttons and I don't see any clock in button. If you don't see a clock in button, let someone at your branch know, because all that means is that this button has not been turned on for you yet by someone at your company, a supervisor or manager at your company. So just let them know. They'll quickly check a box and then it will show up for you. So now what I'm going to do, I just did that. I'm going to log back in. Now, because I've already registered, all I have to do now is enter a password, the password that I set up. You see, there's the login button. It lit up for me. And just to make it easy, I'll click Remember Me. That way I don't have to do this every time I come into it. Okay, so now you notice there's an in and out button down here. Now that I've turned it on the dashboard, it's here for you. So you have two options at this point: to clock in or to scan into a job site or to a work order. So let's start with the job site. Let's say you end up on someone's job site. All you have to do is click the QR code button right there. And now you have a QR code presented. All you have to do is scan that to the job site scanner, the ProTracker scanner. So let's back out of that. Now let's hit the in and out button. So when I click that, there's my clock in button. If I click that clock in button right now, it's going to show every job and work order at your branch, which is a lot, but that's okay, not to fret, because this provides a string search, which is a very powerful tool. All you have to do is key in part of either the work order or job name or work order or job number. So I'm just going to type in C, and you see the list is already narrowing down. IR. So there's my Circle K jobs and work orders. Okay. Let's say I want to get down even further. I'm going to key in, I'm back out of this, 1018. And there it is. So I quickly found that work order. This is actually a job number. So I'll click that, and it's going to ask you for your location. You're going to need to say yes on this one. So it'll just track where you are when you scanned in or scanned out. So I'm going to say allow. It says that I'm clocking in. Okay, no problem. And there's my clock in record. Okay. Now, there is no clock out. Here's what you do. If you want to clock out of this job and into, let's say, lunch, you just clock into lunch. And all it does is clock you out of that job. And then you can clock back in either to the same job or maybe a different one. So I'm going to find a work order. Okay, so there's the work order. I'll clock into that one. And then it clocks me out of the previous one. At the end of the day, what I would do, and this is important because this will clock you out at the end of the day, and then you'll have your total hours. So you would clock in to the end of day. You notice it says that these two are out. So instead of having to clock in, then clock out, clock in, then clock out, it's just we're removing some of those keystrokes. So you just clock into this one, end of day, and then you're done for the day. And so there's all the records that you created for today. Now I can also go back here and I can see my timesheet. So this is what I've done for today, okay? So let's go back to the clock in screen. I want to show you this. If you're a service tech, we've made this easy for you. You can click these three buttons here, the menu, and then you can say, I only want to see work orders that are assigned to me. So I'll slide that over. And now when I clock in, only those work orders are going to show. Okay, but maybe somebody else is going to help you on that work order. All they would have to do is turn that off, and then they can see that work order as well. Okay, and if you're going to be clocking in for, let's say, apprentices, you can say show crew list, and then you can select your crew. Same search feature. You can just select whoever is helping you and say, okay. It says that your clock ins will be applied to these people too. So whatever you clock in and out of, they're gonna end up with the same clock in records.